It's Week 10 of the National Football League, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Falcons and the Cards, and it comes your way next.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather, and this one is underway here on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. As we take a peek at Sam Darnold, the former USC Trojan and third pick in the 2018. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Darnold. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Well, look at this Arizona defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Fielded at the 33. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4 quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Richardson now on 2nd down. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a 1st down on this opening drive.
On 1st down, Richardson. Goes out left, it's caught by Williams. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now 2nd and 5. Yeah, Richardson yet again. A short throw to Ingram. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. The Cardinals at 3-6 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and the losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Here now, 2nd and 4. Ball again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Richardson to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Evan Ingram, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
To return, it's Cam Sutton. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Darnold. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Arizona defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap, because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Taking it about the 16. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. 2nd down, here's Richardson. He dumps this one off here to Hall. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Richardson. Watkins diving. He's got it. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. As they've got it as we resume action. On a counter, it's Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 8. Off play action. Richardson. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And they'll have it in the run zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Richardson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jamison Williams, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals go up by 2 touchdowns. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the...
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 14-0. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage? Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. The way things have been going to this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play, and they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular one it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 3rd down and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Now it's Darnold. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? One for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff running left, Mixon. And down inside the 15 he goes. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered him down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. An option handoff here to Mixon. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down. Now Darnold. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3.
Let's go.
Now Hall to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
34 yards there and a first down.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Yeah, making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. Meanwhile, Richardson's throw taken in by Watkins here. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. From the 31, here comes second and a yard. On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. And this will be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not.
Touchdown! Jameson Williams with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Cardinals continue to pull away here in this first half.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
And 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year not to take anything away from him. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
We got this.
On first down, Darnold. This will be caught downfield by Moore. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is down to 28-10. This taken in at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. A final shot before the half. Richardson. He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10.
We'll start up at TIAA Bank Stadium in Jacksonville,
where it was the visiting Niners who are able to come away with the road victory. Jalen Hurts, sharp in the victory, as his guys get back within a game of 500. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. The Lions trying to hold on and claim victory. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Daniel Jones, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. What a first half we saw from the number 4 overall pick back in April, Anthony Richardson. He threw a first quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Williams, the man in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. A nice little juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there. Well, for a play that didn't look like much at the snap, that jet sweep turned into a big play in a hurry.
And how about how they ran the play? Because they obviously caught the defense out of position and not expecting that one, and that turned into a nice chunk of yardage. But how about the execution on the handoff? Most of the times we see on the jet sweep, they punch it forward so that if it falls to the ground, it's just an incomplete pass. Here, you've got to execute it well, otherwise it's a fumble.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4, 2nd down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Richardson. That's into the hands of Pascal. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll run with Hall. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Hall again. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Richardson now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up the secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball, definitely coming from his head coach.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Darnold. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Uncorks one for Davis. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Richardson now on 2nd down. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. There, Richardson back to throw it. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. To Williams on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Richardson. It's complete to Williams. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st. On the option left, Richardson. Oh, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Second down and 3, ball on the 7. Here's Richardson to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Cardinals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Anthony Richardson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. McPherson now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Anthony Richardson who took it into the end zone to finish things off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Falcons ready to take over. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. This goes out wide for Nixon. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. From the 29, here's the 2nd and 4. Here's Darnold. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. Short completion, just 4 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Darnold. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Throwing again is Darnold. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Darnold. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Darnold. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30.
First down, Falcons.
Play action. It's Darnold. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Darnold running the option to the right side. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. When you're in a zone like he is, what's the conversation like on the sideline between he and his quarterback? Is that a one-way conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football?
It actually is probably a two-way conversation because he wants to keep getting him the football because he's seeing the payoff. You know, getting the ball to that guy means yardage, and as we've seen, touchdowns in this game. So I think both of them get more and more excited about the possibilities as things continue on.
Yeah, so far it's been over 100 yards and the 2 scores. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The offense on 3rd down can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. Richardson on 3rd and short. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Richardson. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Hall again. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 103 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. Running left, it's Hall. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get